Hi guys, my name is Raena Ashley and I am the CEO and founder of BeautyRaena Prestige Lash Artistry, and today I have with me Jasmine Ortiz, which is she is a BeautyRaena graduate from my first ever Salt Lake City Masterclass 4 years ago. In this YouTube video, I am gonna have Jasmine speak about her own personal testimonial on what her life was like before she decided to do lashes, what her life is like now 4 years later after she decided to do lashes. So let's get started. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what your life was like, once again, before you even decided to do lashes.
Yeah, so a little bit about myself. I'm a mother of 2 boys. My life before even taking the class or even thinking about lashes, I was a mother that I really loved working. So in the beginning, even before I thought of lashes, I was just always trying to find a way to make it where I'm always providing for my boys. My family was always, and it still is, the very first thing that I'm always gonna fight for and supply for.
And how many kids do you have again?
2 boys.
2 boys.
Yeah, I have a 7-year-old and now a 10-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, and I'm 27, so I had my first boy when I was 17. So at 17, a child having a child, it was just crazy. So I had to find a way to make ends meet. I was always working. So I was even working to a point where I even had like 3 jobs. And I was pregnant with my second one, so I was trying to take care of my baby and then pregnant with another one on the way. So it was just crazy. And then I eventually was like, you know what? I want to be somebody one day. I want to be a person that is always going to put my kids first, but not even that, just making sure that my kids don't have to go through what I went through as I was growing up with them. I want to make sure that they have everything, and that I could provide them anything. And so that's kind of where, of course, I'm just scrolling through social media and then I see your ad. So I see your ad and I'm just like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, look how ambitious and look where she's going, And so when I was rolling through that and I seen your ad, I was like, you know what, I can't afford it right now. It's fine. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. And so after that, a few days go by
and at that time when you actually first saw our ad,
yeah,
you were at 3 jobs, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I was actually working my 3 jobs. So I was
Wow.
I was like at Wendy's, I was at
Oh my gosh,
Donuts.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
Yeah. So
and I remember too, even though it was 4 years ago, I remember that our first ever class we had.
Yeah.
Hash buns. Like I remember everybody there.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so exciting. I had so much fun too in your class, just because it was something I've never done before, but I know it's something that it could get me and my family ahead. And so that's what I thought about too, just looking at that ad. And so
you were working 3 jobs,
yeah.
and then you saw the ad, and then what happened afterwards?
So so I saw the ad, and so right after I saw the ad, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna skip on it for right now. Then I came across your ad again, and so I'm like, you know what, this is a sign. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take that leap. I'm gonna invest myself, just because if you invest in something, that's still considered an investment. So I'm just like, it's gonna pay off later on in the end. So I took that class, I registered for your class, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. I was actually really excited, especially to meet you. I feel like as an influencer, as a persona, to just be one that's all about women empowerment. I feel like us women have to empower each other. So when I seen your video, that's one main thing that stuck out to me, was just like, hey, like I want to help you, help me, help ourselves in the community, us girls. So I was just so excited to meet you. I think that first day I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be Raena, we're gonna be so excited, we're gonna have fun. And so I think that's why I sat in the front too, because with me sitting in the front, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna pick her brain too. Like I wanna know exactly what I'm getting myself into, what to do and how to do it.
So really quick, with Christian, right? So you said you've been with him for how long again?
I've been with him for 10 years.
And he's been 100% supportive the entire time?
Honestly, I'm so
That's amazing.
grateful.
Yes,
Yeah.
always you want to have a supportive partner. When you were working your 3 jobs and you were debating about taking the course, what was his input? I'm pretty sure you consulted with him, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
What did he think about it before you actually did it?
Before quitting my job?
No, before you took the course.
Oh, before I took
his
the course.
thoughts?
So he was so supportive, honestly. And it's funny because I say really supportive because he's seen me from the beginning of the course to the end of the course. But when I told him, hey, like, I'm going to take this course, I know financially we can't afford it right now, but honestly, if we think about it this way, it's going to pay back. Everything that we put into this course, we're going to make it right back and 3 times as much. And I told him, I was like, we have to look at the bigger picture at the end of the day. And so he's like, yeah, go for it. He's like, I know you can do it. I know you're ambitious. He's like, I've known you for X amount of years. When I took your course, let's say it was about 4 years ago, right? We were together for 6 years. And so he's like, I've known you, you know, for 6 years. You're super ambitious. And I know if I tell you no, you're still going to do it anyways. Like, he's like, if I say yes or no, I know you're just going to go
like,
for it.
You know what?
Yeah. So yeah, he was just super supportive. And then even on the second day when I took your class, like, my mom wasn't my model, my sister wasn't my model. It was literally him. He was just like, I'll come in for you. I know how bad you want this. So I'm going to come in for you. I'm going to show you how much I'm going to support you.
So going back to that same topic, Jasmine, when you first started off as a beginner, obviously you were like, oh my gosh, this is hard. I don't know what I'm doing. Just like you stated right now, you cried to your husband, your boyfriend. You're like, I don't know what's going on. Fast forward 4 years later, what do you think about that now? 4 years later. 4
years later, I honestly, I'm shocked. I'm shocked to where I am right now. And I feel like if it wasn't for like him pushing me or like you not reaching out to me, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh my gosh.
And imagine if you actually did stop.
Yeah.
Imagine that class when you're like, I can't do this.
And then just give up.
Imagine you actually did not pursue it and you wouldn't be here to this day.
Honestly. And then that's
Isn't that crazy?
Well, not only that, and I feel like that's why I like to not even tell the girls in class. Like, I feel like I tell this to people in general. Like, I think I've even told Kat too, where I'm just like, you know what, I need to stop thinking about like the what ifs, or what if I did this, or what if I did that, or like it could have been this. Because if I put that into existence, it's like, okay, what it could have, you know what I mean? Like, what, no, I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. Like, I'm gonna do it. Like, if I signed up for your class, like, that's what I'm gonna stick to, and I'm gonna continue that journey, you know? And so 4 years later, where I'm at right now, I'm so thankful that, you know, Christian, like you, Kat, like everybody has told me, like, don't give up, keep going, keep going. And so that's why I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep rocking this boat with you guys, you know?
Coming from 4 years later now, where you're at, the position you're in, the experiences you got now, going to school, working with us, just being in the position that you're in now, what would you tell yourself when you took the class? Like, what would you tell yourself back then?
I would tell myself, don't give up. It's gonna be hard, but keep going. You can't even imagine what's waiting for you, you know? Just keep going. Don't give up is the main thing that I want to say.
What was the best part that you did like about the masterclass?
The best part, honestly, the best part was the model part.
The live models? When Christian came in?
Not only that, because like, I feel like a lot of classes, yes, they tell you to sign up for their class and stuff like that, but some classes don't offer that hands-on experience. And
live model practice.
Right. And I feel like for me, I'm more of a hands-on person. For me, I'm like, okay, I need the stuff that I know I'm going to do in the future. So that was honestly, I was so ready for that day. I was just like, I can't wait for model day. I can't wait for model day. Even if it's Christian, you know, you've seen his lashes, they're really long. So
it's like... even better. I feel like it's always live model day too, because everyone, for the most part, is always bringing in someone that they're comfortable with.
Right.
They're always bringing like their mom, their sisters, their besties, for the most part, you know. Even for me, my first ever model was Kat. First ever person I ever practiced on. It was during my training, I brought her in. And I was like, okay, lay down. I couldn't really do it that much. She has just so much natural lashes. 15 minutes, I was like, oh, you want to swap out with me? I'm like, let's switch.
That's so funny.
But when you work with someone who's comfortable, who you're comfortable with, it will make your live model practice, whether it's in the course or afterwards, just go so much smoother. Because they'll tell you and they'll be honest with you. Like, is
Yeah.
it hurting? Is something uncomfortable?
Yeah.
How does it look? They'll be honest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even if it's the constructive criticism, like for me, I have a sister that will literally tell me, this doesn't look good. I don't know about this. And I'll be like, are you
You're
sure?
like,
And I'll second guess myself, like, maybe you're
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So it's also good. You'll have those people that are like constructive
with
criticism
you.
with you,
Yeah.
honest with you, and
Yeah.
patient with you. So now that you, let's say, like I said, you took the master course,
Mhm.
what was your experience like after the class? From,
After the class.
I would say like 6 months after your training, because you're a beginner,
Right.
till now, till 4 years later. What is like your journey been like?
It's honestly been great. Honestly, with me, I was really hard on myself. And I feel like I still am hard on myself because I know I can do better. I mean, we can all do better eventually. But after the class, I started taking, models, clients. And so usually originally what I did is I got all my mom's friends. I was like, Mom, come on, get our godmother this, or you know what I mean? Like, get a family member. And I was already having them come in. What kind of styles do you like? What do you want? Or what are you expecting? And so that's what I was doing. I was already on it. I was like, you know what? I invested my time and effort into this lash course. I'm gonna go ahead and continue that effort that I, worked so hard for. So that's what I did. I went ahead and I started lashing. Were they great? No, but it's like I just started this, So I did that for a little bit, and then I met with you. I became a student assistant. I did that. And
Have you flew out with us places, right?
Yeah, I did.
Where again?
New Mexico.
You went to New Mexico? Okay.
Yeah, I went to New Mexico. I went to New York with you, Kat.
Yeah, New York.
Honestly, that was the best places. That's when I'm just like, oh my God, Reina's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did that, and every time I went out, I felt like, okay, this is like a refresher for me. I'm glad, I'm coming to these things, they're refreshers. Not only that, but I get to help girls as well. I get to motivate them and tell them, you know what, you can do it. And that's my biggest thing, is motivating the girls, knowing that you're not just wasting your time. You're here, you're doing it, and you're gonna do it. You're gonna do great.
So basically with Jasmine, after she took our course as well 4 years ago, she has been a part of our student assistant program where Salt Lake City, you've helped us out probably like every single time
class.
Since 4 years later, you're still helping us out, right? Since Salt Lake City, she's come back numerous times. We also flew her out to New York, and we also flew her out to Albuquerque, New Mexico to help out with those trainings as well. Currently, Jasmine is in a position right now with our company where she is an educator in training with us. Yay, exciting. So she has been with our company for so long and has been helping us out, and it's just time now to finally include her as one of an educator within the BeautyRaena company. So now that you're here in this position, what are a couple of other goals that you have?
With BeautyRaena?
Just in general. In general, yeah.
Honestly, my goal is, again, to put my family first, and to make sure that I get to grow with the BeautyRaena company too. I want to show, especially since I've been working with you for so long, I want to, show that not only I can be a student assistant, but I can also show you what I've learned throughout my journey with you, So I have a lot to show.
Yeah.
So just going back to that, I feel like my main goal is just to be an entrepreneur. I mean, just like yourself. Yeah.
Have a happy life.
Yes,
right?
honestly. Yeah.
The end goal.
Honestly. Yeah. Just to be your own boss.
Right.
Making sure that you're not, I feel like everybody has had that 9-to-5 job, but I don't like, but they have to do it because, it pays the bills. But at the end of the day, like for me, like I want to be my own boss. I want to make sure that I'm creating my own dream. Like everybody has, for example, I don't know if you can remember that one day when you had made an Instagram post about your salon, your salon, your own thing, your own brand.
Yeah.
You can change everything the way that you
recently.
want to.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I swear, I walk in and I'm like, you know what? Literally a couple days ago, myself, I'm like moving the furniture around, I'm like moving everything. But I wanted to make that post because it's very true. When you own your own business and you're an entrepreneur, you can literally have free will.
Yeah.
I walk into my store,
Yeah.
obviously green, purple is not my color, but if I wanted to make my whole room rainbow color right now, I can do that, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I love that feeling that I'm able to do that. And
Yeah.
that's why I made that post. Because I'm like, I wanted to share with everybody.
Yeah, and that's exactly, you know, what I want to do, you know, especially when a lot of girls ask me that same question, what's your goal? And I'm like, I want to be a boss one day.
Yeah.
You know, that's me. And they're like, what do you mean a boss? And I'm just like, I want to make sure that I know that I'm taking care of my girls too. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's just be a boss.
Okay, so with that being said, Jasmine, thank you so much for doing this testimonial with me.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do this for a while, and you've been with us for so long. We've known you for so long now. I'm like, why haven't we done this already? You know what I mean? But for any of the girls watching this who would want to contact you, what's your lash page? How can they contact you?
Yeah, so if you want to go ahead and contact me, my Instagram page is B_Udy and then _lashes on Instagram. I'm also on the BeautyRaena lash page as well.
Facebook and Instagram.
Page. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out, and then I'm more than happy. I'm always on there, ready to answer your guys' questions.
She lives in Salt Lake City as well, so for any Salt Lake City graduates who are watching this, who would like any assistance afterwards, you can reach out to her. And we'll also go ahead and put her Instagram down below so you girls can easily copy and paste and search her up. So with that being said, thank you so much, Jasmine.
Of course, thank you.